Okay, hello. I am testing something. I hope that you don't mind if I take a moment to see if my sound is correct, because right now I don't think I have anyone who's awake to babysit my stream intro here. Okay, so I've got it on my phone. I'm testing something out. Once again, this is a picture of a product she advertised. She took the picture, or somebody else took the picture. I don't know who took that picture with the jar on the lace. Once again, they liked their own post. Okay, I don't understand that. You posted it. You obviously approve and like it. Maybe it's just to keep the count up. I don't. Damn. I really wish I could listen to music right now privately in my other ear while I stream, because I need the motivation. I think I'm gonna have to turn my playlist on my phone, but I don't think YouTube behaves on my phone the way that I want it to when I'm playing music. So, let's see. Chat's open. That's OBS. I don't think there's a way to mute some of this for you without muting it for me. Damn it. I don't know what those mean. Okay, so it's looking like unless I play my music on my phone through those earbuds, there's no way that I'm going to be able to have my YouTube playing here where I want it, where it is reliable, and I don't have to babysit it, but we're stuck with whatever we've got. I gotta see where I was on my playlist. I was on that. Alright, y'all, I gotta get my other earbud. So, I'm gonna do audio for the stream in my left ear with the mic, and I'm gonna do private audio in my right ear, because if I don't have something to jam to while I do this tedious shit, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get it done. So hello, today's intro. Hi. Y'all probably know me as Piper if you know me, like, outside of my family. If you are figuring out that I exist because Paula passed away, then one, I'm very sorry that everybody has to meet this way. Two, I'm definitely using a name on the internet that is not my birth name. It's going to be coming up a lot, which I guess is fine, but like, I was trying to create my own internet life thing going on here, and it kinda got turned into hunting for information to help this case because this is really bizarre and it's big. It's way bigger than me. All right, this goes back years. And I think I had mentioned before, there's that first 13 years or so of Ellen's life where she wasn't, we didn't know each other. And I have no idea what she went through in that time. It could have been horrific. It could have damaged her beyond repair and that's what made her the way she is now. Or maybe she witnessed a lot of horrible things that traumatized her. You know, sometimes you don't have to directly experience something to be messed up by the things that you witness. So, alright, I've got my music on over here, and I just gotta make sure my playlists don't fuck me over with the, "Are you still there?" Yes, YouTube, I'm fucking here. I put this on so it could be hands-free, but YouTube doesn't want that. No, they want you to be broke and hands-free. Anyway, so today, this is, if you've seen the title, this is an investigation, or rather a dive into what I can find about Juan Salazar, Ellen's husband. So, I opened the wrong folder. So, I'm going over to my bookmarks thing. Here we go. We're going to open the one that's highlighted because I just want it to be very apparent that this is the thing. Having two screens is really disorienting. Alright, so this is, if you see that March 6, 06 notepad, this is the county court record, Cameron County court record for when Ellen and Juan either applied for their marriage certificate or got married and it was filed and that's the date of marriage. I'm not entirely 100% sure because I don't know how those filings work, but this is a public record. This is something that you can go to your county courthouse and you can find the section that has marriage certificate information. And after so many years, these records will become free to the public, such as this one. And I can show you how I found it so that you recognize that this is not some bullshit that I made. But like you can see, this is a screenshot of a whole ass list of people who got married in 2006. And here is Cameron County. Ellen was 31 years old at the time, I believe. Or no, that's 14. Well, you can't be 14 years old when you fucking... So maybe I need to have the original document open so that I could see if there's anything at the top that indicates what this number means. Maybe it's the 31st application of that week or whatever. I don't fucking know. But Juan Salazar, 1L, 32. Ring Ellen M, 26. Okay, that's how old she was. And then whatever the fuck this 31 means. But July 26, 2006. They were married. And I will tell you the story of what I know, which includes information that Ellen gave to me that was not written down. And I understand that people are going to have to, come to terms with me being a kind of witness that I heard things. I was told things. I didn't record things. And I just want to remind everybody kindly that whatever you experience that isn't recorded, you experienced it. Like, every single one of you has a life, right? And you can look back into your life and go, oh, this happened or that happened, and there's no evidence of it, but you know it happened, and it's real, and it's there. But it's the kind of thing that makes me nervous when it comes up to, well, now we have somebody who needs to be taken to court. How much can we take information that was shared from the accused to the general public? I don't really know. But I just want to put out that disclaimer. I never recorded our phone calls. And if Paula did, I don't know about it. The only reason I bring that up is because when I was a child, they used to, specifically Paula, would record some of my phone calls. A lot of it had to do with custody regarding my biological parents. And the rest of it, I don't really know. I mean, she just continued to want to know what I was saying. Like, I never really confronted her about it. I was aware that she did retain her phone recorder, her tape recorder thing. So I don't know how she used it after I became an adult, or if it wasn't usable with the phones that we had at the time. Like, I don't know. So if we tear the house up and we find something from like back in the day, that would be amazing, but I don't think we're going to find anything like that. So yeah, the stuff that I have to say, this is what I experienced with Ellen. This is what Ellen told me, and it just is what it is. So when I was about 21, no, it's 20. I was 20, I think. I remember the town that I was living in when the phone call happened. So this would have been, if it wasn't in the summer of 2006, it was the summer of 2006, and in the short days, weeks, within a month or two of the wedding, pardon me for a second while I be rude. Okay. Just in the time before the wedding, it could have been the weeks or the days, Ellen had my cell phone number. She called me. She didn't really call me that much, but when she would, I would always be like suspicious, because it's Ellen. If you've heard my history with her, then you would understand that by the age of 20 or 21, anything Ellen said to me, I was like, uh-huh. So she's telling me that she's getting married to this guy, Juan, that she had been with him for a certain amount of time, and they liked a lot of the same things. They liked to party, they liked cocaine. So she said, we're going to have a big ass coke party at Mom's house, which is my dad's house at that time. And she's telling me on the phone that they're gonna have like plates of cocaine or something put out on the tables like throughout the house. And I know how big the house is, so I know kind of what she was talking about when she was like, I'm gonna have coke station over here and make sure there's coke stations over there. Like, she wasn't telling me the specific room she was gonna do in, but the way she had described it was that they were going to invest a lot of money in having cocaine put out on plates as party favors for people to do their own lines at the wedding. And she was like, there's going to be drugs and stuff, but it was like massively coke fueled. But it's also Ellen, so we're talking anything else could be going on. Like, she liked ecstasy. I can't remember how much she fucked with pills, like opioid pills. I really don't know if that was her thing, but she was just bragging to me and laying it on about how great this party was going to be. And at this age, I'm petty. I am not gonna sit here and listen to Ellen talk to me about how she's gonna have a cocaine party in the house my dad basically just built and doesn't even have the luxury of living in. Because at that time, when they had started building the house, they were building the house, and then the events of September 11th happened, 9/11, and because my father was in the Air Force, he was in the reserves, he was called back to active duty, he was on the other side of the continent, and unable to be home at the time of this happening. So I felt like it was, one, my responsibility to make sure Dad's home wasn't fucked up, and two, I just really wanted to mess with Ellen. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I did not like that she was telling me all of the things that she was telling me she was going to do in my dad's house, and that she didn't give a fuck. So yeah, I called him or emailed him. I'm really not sure how I relayed the information to my dad. I don't have the email account that had stored those emails, I don't think. Or maybe I did. No, I didn't. It was before my hysterectomy. So I tell my dad, who then gets very mad and calls his wife, Paula, and then Paula has to take on the responsibility of interrupting Ellen's plans for this party. So, as far as them getting married, that's what I know. I can't remember if I was invited. I probably said no, and I obviously wasn't there. And then when it came to Ellen being married, she had told me, and I can't remember at what point she had told me the plan was to move to Panama, but they were moving to Panama City, Panama, where Juan's family was or is. I'm not really sure. But at that time, she was saying that Juan had family out there, and Ellen and Juan were going to get married. So they're going to get married, they're going to Panama, they're going to live there, it's going to be great. And I don't talk to Ellen for a while. And I'm busy with my life, and then at one point I decide I'm gonna accept my dad's offer to go back to live in their house while I went to college. And when I was there, I was doing things for Paula, like answering the phone and taking her messages and being that little in-between person, because at that time, Paula was having issues with her relationship with Ellen. She said it was negative. I don't remember all of the details. I mean, Paula really didn't tell me every horrible thing that ever happened. So I'm sure when she had told me about the incident, it's a weird loading thing. OBS. Hey, y'all. So OBS did a thing. Okay, good, we're still here. Just gonna do to make sure I'm really back in live. I'm looking for my clap. Alright, I see it. Alright, sorry for the delay. I'm watching my studio in the other tab. So, I was talking about Ellen and the wedding. When OBS decided to crash and reconnect, Ellen and Juan were moving to Panama to be there, and I was going to... I just ended up going back to Dad's house to go to college. I was taking messages for Paula because she didn't want to talk directly to Ellen, and she was also sending Ellen money sometimes and paying off that loan debt. So there were financial issues going on between Paula and my dad, involving Ellen. So I think there was a lot of hurt feelings about that too, because she was doing the mom thing in her mind, which was take care of her kid, even if her kid messed up, and keep her husband happy by not telling him what's going on, and take care of her kid so that she doesn't go to jail. So Paula was being very sympathetic and compassionate, possibly overly, and every now and then Ellen would like talk to me. And it was weird because at that point, I believe Juan had already passed away. And Ellen and Juan hadn't been married for more than like 2 or 4 years. Because I don't think the wedding happening in 2006. Oh, yeah, no, they were married for less than 2 years. They were married for 2 years or less. Because I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and then I went down to Dad's, and I started school in like '07. So at some point, Juan's dead, right? And I don't know all of the details because when I am told about it, I can't remember if it was from Paula telling me or from Dad telling me and then me asking Paula. Like, the train of information is a little fuzzy this far away from it happening. So all I remember is being told, and then it being reaffirmed by Ellen later in a different conversation, that Juan had died. His death involved something to do with cocaine use. It could have been an overdose, or it could have been organ complications related to use of, like maybe he had a heart failure related to drug use, and they determined it was like that, like not an OD, but like a heart attack caused by whatever. So like, I don't know. I honestly was not given any newspaper article or official thing that explained what happened when Juan died. Now, I'm told that at the time of Juan's death, Ellen and Juan were not living together. And after Juan's death, when Ellen would speak to me, she would complain that she wasn't able to come back to America when she wanted to. Yes, YouTube, I'm fucking still watching. This is why I have ad block. I have ad block for YouTube to prevent this. And it doesn't prevent it. Like every 3 or 4 songs, my phone's going to go quiet and I'm going to have to retap my shit. But it doesn't do it on the desktop. It does it on the phone. I fucking hate it. Anyway. So I'm told Juan's death had something to do with cocaine. And when I would speak to Ellen about it, she would complain that Juan's family had a hold of her ID and her passport, and without those documents, she was not able to leave the country. And Ellen had said before that she was not in a hurry to come back to America because of some financial issues, but she would also complain that she didn't have her identification documents and that she was trying to work with the Panama police and she was going to the embassy, and every so often when we would talk, she would give me an update on she talked to the embassy and the embassy is either not helping her or they helped her a little bit but not enough. Like it's weird. I know now that whatever Ellen was telling me, there were so many other things happening that I wasn't being told. So these things could be include interactions between Ellen and Juan's parents, where they were given some kind. My video went. I'm sorry. I have to fix my video. Properties. Okay, so OBS is having a lot of issues today. I'm sorry about that. This might actually be a short stream. So the deal with Ellen and Juan's death and his family withholding her passport, I think, was a red flag that none of us looked into. Because, well, to be quite honest, all of us in the family unanimously felt like cheated by Ellen and lied to and hurt. She had stolen from all of us, and she had done so very flippantly. She did not care for the consequences of her own actions or for what it would do to us. So, absolutely none of us were in a hurry for her to come back to America. In fact, my dad was really happy that she was in Panama. I was happy she was in Panama. And Paula, I don't fully know, but I can guess that she felt sad that she didn't have a better, more healthy relationship with her daughter. So maybe a part of her was happy she was far away so that she couldn't hurt her, but I'm sure she missed her. But I don't know. I'm guessing. So that is the whole of the information. The story is that we only know what Ellen told us. And that alone makes me cringe. I know that there's more. There has to be more. So, Juan Salazar, actually, Cameron County marriage records. So we're gonna go and do the search that I did. Now, I had found one that was free. Oh, this is to apply to get married. I'm not trying to... it took me a minute to find it the first time. So... I'm going to... No. Someone else. You know, this might be for a physical thing. I did this on Google. And I'm trying to duplicate my search here. I had found a free... I had found it, and it gave me this whole list for the ones that were old enough to qualify for being free. I'm setting the date. Now we'll see what this does. So here we have Ellen Marie Ring, right there, the document number. But I believe this is a different document than the one that I downloaded. I was actually provided with an entire list of everybody who applied for a marriage license in 2006 for Texas, for Cameron County at least. So, applicant 1, applicant 2. One is the person that I want to know about. But this is not what I originally found. So let's see how I can find the thing that I found the first time. Because it was really helpful to find that. This is also not. It goes back there. Okay, so I have to go back to Google and duplicate my search. Alright. Zendesk, is that where I found it? That goes back to that one too. Wow. I'm living in some kind of Mandela universe because I was able to find a whole ass list. Which I downloaded. How did I find it? I need to stop looking for shit when I'm not on here because y'all. Now I can't find the thing that I fucking downloaded. I can't find the original. This is bugging the shit out of me. This is gonna eat up so much of my stream. Yeah, that's not it. I'll find it. Yeah, OBS keeps fucking up. Well, there's no online search there either. And here I am, still looking for the fucking thing. I am freaking out because I saved it. The only evidence I have anymore is the fact that I saved it. I saved the file twice. That's it. I'm looking at my history. It's gonna have to be in here from last week. Okay, music, 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 music. Music, music. Meme stuff. What the hell is that? Books, shoes, Amazon. Email stuff, YouTube stuff. Amazon. Email. Hulu, Facebook, Twitch, Serial, YouTube, YouTube. Okay, it was definitely before this day then. I'm gonna find it. I don't know why my Google history didn't pull it up at the top because it always does that shit for me. Oh, okay, that other stuff was me looking into Ellen then, I guess. So all of this is Ellen stuff. Looking into flowers. No, I'm looking still. Getting into more of the stuff that I was looking at for Ellen. So while I look for this, I guess I could tell you more about that. I really don't know much, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. When Ellen had moved to Panama, she said that she had a travel company, like a tourist thing. I guess people book vacations and go hang out there, Airbnb style, or I don't know. She didn't really tell me everything, but her business was called Panama Go To Girl, and or at least that was her contact information for everything was Panama Go To Girl. Go to is in the number 2, and she would occasionally call up saying that she had clients who paid her in counterfeit money and that it was her responsibility to replace that money with real money so that she doesn't get in trouble for some reason, whatever the trouble would be. Maybe she wouldn't be able to pay her rent, or maybe whoever she was working with was going to have some harsh opinions or consequences for that, according to what she was saying. And I always thought it was very strange that Ellen would repeatedly get scammed with counterfeit money, according to her, and need to be responsible for taking care of it, because I thought, gee, if you receive counterfeit money, shouldn't you turn that in to the people who handle whatever? Yeah, so my camera went off again.